I wonder if there was a little like an attraction, and now it's like, oh, this isn't working out with my wife.
Yes.
The wife doesn't seem like she wants a divorce.
When you're addicted to something, you're in an altered state of mind, and you're usually euphoric, or whatever drug it is takes you down a different path, and you're not present in that very moment, right? So then when you come back to your reality, in a sense, after you clean yourself up, there's always that fear that will that relationship be the same now that you're sober from when you were an addict?
Yeah, I think it's sad. I don't like the timing of it. Even if it was 3 months ago that he asked for a divorce, 2 days after the divorce is announced to announce that you're with Olivia Munn, or I get it, he didn't announce it, but for that news to come out. I feel like
they're trying to work that narrative. All right, here's the story. Remember, we had the story that comedian, writer, stand-up guy, John Mulaney, entered rehab. He went to rehab for 3 months. He comes back. He asks his wife for a divorce. Actually, he asked her for a divorce 3 months ago. Mm-hmm. And the only statement she released was, "I'm heartbroken that John has decided to end our marriage.
Okay.
I wish him support and success as he continues his recovery." Fast forward to yesterday. Headline: John Mulaney dating Olivia Munn.
Not great timing. At the very least. Not great timing.
Poor timing.
So they're saying that the two of them just started dating, but it seems like Olivia Munn may have had her eye fixed on him for a while.
No.
A source says that they met at church in Los Angeles, but noted that they first connected socially several years ago, and then they remained friendly. They both were at Seth Meyers' wedding. Okay. Munn was there with her boyfriend, Will Forte. Okay. So obviously she knows him. There's a Saturday Night Live connection there, right?
Mm-hmm. Okay.
She did an interview in 2015 with Huffington Post, and she did live. And she talked about being at a wedding with both John Mulaney and his now ex-wife, or soon to be ex-wife, Anna Marie Tendler. And she said she was obsessed with him. She said, I was like, "Oh my gosh, do you and your fiance want to go have dinner or something and go hang out?" At first it was cool. Then I kept going up to him at the wedding and I was like, "So are you having fun?" She said, "I was just so obsessed with hanging out with him and talking to him." Mm-hmm. This is why I say, ladies, it's better to be, on top of who your man is talking to. Mm-hmm. Forget about trying to be the cool girlfriend, because that's always going to bite you in the you-know-what. Anyway.
A double snakes.
Yep. Olivia Munn added that she emailed him. He was engaged. He never emailed back.
Okay.
She said, "I might have gotten the wrong email, probably. That's what I tell myself anyway." Well, John and his wife were married in 2014. So he was engaged at the time. But here's the deal. When he went into rehab, she tweeted, "Much love, sending so much love and support to John Mulaney." Mm-hmm. Now people are thinking that she manifested this whole thing.
Oh boy.
And that, so now they're doing the same thing. They're like, "Much love and support, Harry Styles." Much love and support, Kate Upton. So they're making a joke out of it. But Grant, you had said something yesterday about when the news came out that they were getting divorced, that sometimes when there's an addiction, you can't go back to the same relationship.
Well, yeah, when you're addicted to something, you're in an altered state of mind, and you're usually euphoric, or whatever drug it is takes you down a different path, and you're not present in that very moment, right? So then when you come back to your reality, in a sense, after you clean yourself up, there's always that fear that will that relationship be the same now that you're sober from when you were an addict? And yes, I've had some experience with this, and it does have an effect, but if this relationship is strong enough, you can easily get through that. But I'm also a little bit under the impression that she, like you said, kind of forced this. And I don't really like when people know that someone's actively dating somebody, that they still pursue
and then
somebody.
planting seeds.
That seems like a little bit of a wrong move. But yeah, so maybe that played a factor. Maybe he got out of that relationship, came back, realized it wasn't the right one. But if he met her before,
I wonder if there was a little like an attraction, and now it's like, oh, this isn't working out with my wife. But
yes.
the wife doesn't seem like she wants a divorce.
Yeah, if
I
her
don't
only thing
know.
is saying I'm heartbroken, and we don't have any reason to believe that his wife would have been enabling or participating at this point, we don't have that information. His addiction,
Right,
Mhm.
right,
you
right.
know, and so yeah, I think it's sad. I don't like the timing of it. Even
Yeah.
if it was 3 months ago that he asked for a divorce, 2 days after the divorce is announced to announce that you're with Olivia Munn, or I get it, he didn't announce it, but
I
for that
feel
news to
like
come
they're
out,
trying to work that narrative, like they're volunteering that information, like, oh, John asked for a divorce 3 months ago, so it doesn't seem like there's any kind of overlap.
Yes.
right?
That's what the cynical
And-
me is saying.
And Steve, you made a point too there. Like, his wife most likely was not participating in this addiction. She was probably supporting him the whole time through all of his struggles, which makes
That's
this even harder
heartbreaking.
for her. Because, again, my own personal experience, and I'm still with Lily, love her to death. I've had some issues in the past that she was by my side every minute for, and I can't thank her enough for that. And I will never forget that. And for me, that it actually strengthened my relationship. But I have met people in my inner circle that have had similar issues that I have had. And that has been the case where they come out of a situation and they are just completely like they need a new self, a new look on life. And so they completely abandon everybody, even their friends, that, not always, because they just need to completely separate themselves from their previous life too. So there's that aspect. But if she was supporting him the whole time, that's the saddest part about it.
Right. And then if you have people if they're feeding you something that could be a false narrative of you need a fresh start. And if you're feeling like it's hard right now, if your marriage is hard right now, that's the last thing you need to deal with. You just got through an addiction. Then people are just creating all these escape hatches for you when
Right.
the fact of the matter is commitment is super hard, and it's always super hard. And it's never, it rarely feels like it's always sprinkles in your life. This thing of, if you're going on, is this person helping me feel the most self-actualized and happy and self-fulfilled? You're doing a weird view of what you expect this relationship to bring you.
Right.
If it's just meant to
Yeah.
please. And then because I think of her having stood by his side in the midst of all this, and then his fresh start is not being with the woman who loved him
Right.
through it all.
Right.
If that's the case, that's heartbreaking.
Very much so.
All right.